Come to Calabash Alley, come and hear a story of a community, bursting with life and vitality.
A few days later, Danny is seen sweeping out his room when 4 limers come into the yard and begin to gamble.
I can do better than that. I can,
Only and see what coming in the yard.
What's that, boy?
Hey, boy, that is mini boy.
Oh, she almost have no skirt at all, boy.
Fellas! Don't heckle the girl.
Oh, because you just try a little thing. That means we have to let she get away.
But now she nice and she's sweet. Hey, she real tough, boy. If you behave nice, I go give you that for Christmas, boy. I wanna know, boy.
Hey. Oh, God. It's your turn, Spades.
Yeah, go to.
Good afternoon, miss.
Hey, you didn't hear the man tell you good afternoon, no? Yeah, at least I could answer him, enough.
Like cat eat your tongue.
You feel you're too nice or what? Yeah, you're nice from far, but you're far from nice, girl.
I don't care how much you advertise me in bile.
The most I go pay for that is a cent.
Go on, you old jackaman.
You old wabin, you.
Oh, look at Boo Boo there. Look at she. Man, let me go and lie outside the Calabash Cafe.
Oh, God.
Carol, sorry about that.
Danny, you just being them kind of thing?
What kind of thing, Carol?
Molesting girls when they passing.
I don't go in for that.
Them boys too disgusting, you know. If you answer them and tell them good afternoon, they will ask you for a date. If you don't answer, then you're coming in for a lot of cussing. That is why me like to come up here, you know.
Come inside now, Carol.
Don't try anything, eh?
Nah, I go behave.
Right, because I done with man for good.
You mean you and Arthur Wells mash up?
Yes.
You're joking.
For true, boy.
How, girl?
The man gonna leave your wife.
Well, that good. All you can live better together now.
Look, now, Danny, you take me for some kind of pro.
Oh, God. Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to hate your feelings.
I don't mind having a sugar daddy, but I can't take on mine, you know, man. But Danny, how you looking, so? Like you're grieving, Shirley?
Nah, man. I still can't get a job no matter how I try.
Why don't try making some things to sell then?
Hey, I can't go around from house to house selling. Them people, the street is so bad and first they like to buff you up.
What about making cards and selling then?
That is the same thing.
Danny, why you don't do some gardening then?
Where? Girl, where?
You just go to St. Clair or Elsie Park and ask the people if they need anybody to take care of the lawn.
And me know nothing about that.
Well, go to Diamond Vale and help them plant the grass. You could do that.
All them people down there worse than me. Them just plant the grass in the lawn for themselves.
Like you don't want to work for true? Look at me. All these years I sit down in my mother's house, I do that thing. Then I decided to go and look for work, but I couldn't find any job at all. So I went and do a servant work. First, I mind some trend for a woman in St. Clair.
And the husband try to move on you and she fire you.
Not so at all. Every time I used to pass, he used to hit me on my bottom.
Nice.
And one day she catch him and gave him one lash with a broom. First time man could pretend. He say it's the first time he do that and it was an accident and she could ask me.
What you say?
Well, when the wife asked me, I tell she's really the first time he touched me. But he was no good. Once the company sent him to Barbados on a business trip, and he asked me to go with him.
You went?
You think I so stupid to turn down that offer? But at the last minute, the wife decided to go with him, and everything turned old mass.
All right. So what you do after that?
After that, I went as a washer in Valsine Park. Every day, the husband and wife would leave together about 10 o'clock. He used to pretend he forget something and come back home. At first, I thought the man was serious. He called me to help him search for some papers. And boy, when I get in that bedroom, he closed it.
Your ball.
Me afraid no man, boy. He after one thing. And if a woman knows she stopped, she could wrap him around she little finger. Yes, he start getting me all kind of nice speech and thing. You know that one thing with the older men. They like to get a nice speech. But them young fellas and them like to rush you down so fast.
What he do?
He beg and beg and beg. And I tell him how his wife would find out and all of that. But time was running out and he had to go back to work. When he started to give me money and buy nice thing for me, well, it's then he started to get it loving.
You good, we?
Then some macocious woman from across the road tell his wife and she fire me.
Oh, God. And then you meet Shirley father.
Nah, not yet. But there's no continuing story like Peyton plays. So forget about the rest for now. Danny, what I want to tell you is that you must live by any means you could.
You mean live with Mabel?
But you're doing that already?
Oh, God, don't make Skylark. She just bringing mama meals to me. That is all. I want to ask you something.
What?
All the men friend you have, you can ask one of them to get a job for me?
My affairs with them don't last any time. It is finished fast. But I will see what I can do for you at the office.
I want a good job.
That is the same thing I don't understand. You must be willing to do anything at a start and then move up as time goes by.
All right. Any job at all. Go try your best now.
What you will give me if I get a job for you?
Anything you want.
All right. When I get the job for you, I will call for what I want. Although I feel just now I myself might have to look for a job.
Why?
You forget I've vexed with Mr. Wells.
Oh, God, don't frighten me. Go come back running to you. Them old fellas don't take no for answer.
Yeah, boy, when they love at this age, they does love strong.
Carol, as I ain't going fetting tonight. Let we play some old foes now.
I can't play too good, eh? I took it.
2 nights after, Danny and Papa George are about to start a game of cards.
Hey, Danny, so you're doing big work and thing, man?
Yes, nah. I am in the office of Goodman and Company.
Wee, Papa. What you always do there, boy? You scrubbing floor and thing.
Hey, watch now. Look you now. I the key man there. I the man that's moved from one boss to another carrying messages. And I just even go by the bank sometimes with checks for all kind of big money.
Oh, you do to get a job, boy? You never pass no exam. You not a certificate.
Hey, you remember that girl Carol Parker that just come here to me?
The nice little mopsy with the afro head and she shapes so. Yes.
She self. My boss, Attawell Shirley father, he love she bad. And he say go get my job if I get she up.
What?
So I take the job and I let she go.
Oh, you give up woman for a job? But you matter what, boy?
What?
Woman sweeter than any job,
Hey,
boy.
woman sweet when they want something from you. Let them don't get what they want now. They more sour than all them, man.
Oh, yes, true, boy. They could turn beast for so. All right, let me start up the game now, Danny. How much we playing for this time?
Let we make it 50 cents.
Ew, God, you want to dry me up. Since you get big work and thing, you're calling big stakes, eh?
First Jack deal, eh?
Right, a deal.
Give me one.
Aye. Take one.
Ah, God. Papa George, you dig your own grave.
Good night, everybody.
Carol.
Wee foot. Well, let me go in my room. I'll go see you.
What you doing here?
I come to see you, Danny.
Well, you see me?
What happened, Danny? This afternoon in Frederick Street, you treat me like if I was dirt. I know you're so rough with me.
Listen now. I have some cards to play tonight, okay? So if that is all you have to tell me.
All I want to know is why you treat me so.
So, you feel every man must come dribbling after you like Arthur Wells?
No, I feel so. But before Wells gave you the job, you was behind me. What happened when you went in the office to talk to Mr. Wells?
He gave me a job, that is all.
I know that. He tell you to give me up. Eh?
No.
Yes, talk the truth and he tell you that.
Oh God, I tell you already.
Danny, you liar. He tell you that. You's not the kind of fella to treat girls the way you treat me. I know you want the job, but you mustn't sell your soul to the devil first.
You talking about selling his soul to the devil? You should be the last person on earth talking that.
Danny, Arthur tell you anything about me?
Oh God, Hey, let me talk about something else now.
Just tell me if you see anything about me.
No!
I don't believe you.
Oh God, he gave me a job and he said he's my boss.
Since yesterday morning, we working in the same place, and you can't come to see me?
Well, the boss didn't send me down by you yet.
I hear one of the girls say that he does look real sharp, you know.
Who is she?
I won't tell you. You might try to make a move with she.
Listen, Mr. Wells talked to you since night before when he come and say we playing card?
No. I thought the man would have come by the office dogging back. But me see him for 2 days. He's a man that's living my skin, you know.
You think he losing interest?
I don't tell him my terms already, and I'm not giving him.
Sometimes I wonder if he doing the right thing. That man got a daughter and a wife. He vexed with the daughter when the daughter come and live with me. Now he leave his home because his wife find out about you. A man in that position must have a wife even if it's to cover up things.
Now I don't feel like I take him on anymore, you know. I kinda getting tired with you.
Well, you still are your regular boyfriend?
He too sainty. I was some action boy. He always talking about church and father this and that, and telling me my dress too short. Boy, last week when I come out to him, he say, Carol, you don't find your dress too short? I said, don't make joke. Boy, I start to laugh. I was thinking of taking up my hem and bringing it up to here. I lift up my dress quite up here.
Sorry, I was not wrong.
You know what he do? I pop out here and he start again nervous and beg for excuse and leave. I start to laugh. He must say I vulgar, but you should know that already though.
What kind of softy man you just be moving around with, girl?
I think I done with all men for good. A little worthless and good for nothing.
I agree.
You agree, eh? All leaders do is bring a woman his misery, you know.
Listen, you never hear this one? God made man, and then he rested. And then God made woman, and since then, neither God nor man have rested.
Danny, your makeup that one, boy.
Nah, fella, give me that one. Come on, come and sit down here now. Not there. Here. You're heavy. Well. About a few weeks later, Danny is sitting reading a comic when Arthur Wells comes in.
Good night, Danny.
Oh. Good night, sir.
Can I have a word with you?
Yes, sir. Just sit down, please.
I just came to chat a bit.
Yes, sure.
Do you read the evening news?
Well, only the comics and the theater page and something. Look at the pictures.
What about Tell Me Your Problem by Marion Macaulay?
I don't bother with that.
Why, Danny?
It's always a set of nonsense. Somebody always in some sort of confusion in their love life and they don't know what to do. Things like that don't bother me at all.
Still, I would like you to read this one. Here, read it aloud, Danny.
Okay. Dear Marion, I am 19 years old. Men think me a very attractive girl and I like their company very much. I have had several affairs with men, but there is one boy I really love. But he just makes love to me and does not put his heart in it. When we are together, he talks of a time of a girl that once lived with him, but who has returned to her parents' home. Now, Marion, there's another man, about 50, who left his wife and daughter for my sake. He wants me to live in his luxurious apartment. I can't go on like this much longer. Which one should I choose? The old one or the young one? Sweetness.
Does that remind you of anybody you know?
No, sir.
Look, Danny, we are two big men, both being made asses of by the same woman.
Oh, but I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Danny, don't let me lose my temper, please. Stop that pretense. You have been seeing Carol.
I don't know what to say.
I want the truth.
God. Yes, I've been seeing her, but
But what?
well, you see, I really don't want to see her.
You realize I could fire you right now?
Yes, I know that, but you see, I mean, she's a nicer man, and I mean...
Danny, you promised me you'll have nothing to do with this girl.
What I know, but you see...
Come to the point, Danny. Say what you want to say.
God, she's the one who keep coming behind me, and after all, well, I mean, I's a man, and she's a woman.
You have
I mean, I make love to her.
You have made love to her then?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Right in the Botanic Gardens.
You fellas just don't care anything.
God, I'm sorry about that.
You did it already, and nothing could be done now. I find this hard to take, Danny. Very hard. You should not do me this. I give you a job. We made an agreement, and you break your word.
God, I tried to get rid of her, but she just keep coming at me all the time. And I just had to make love to her.
Danny, now as I give you a job and you have some money in your pocket, you should be able to get another girl.
Look. I could give her up anytime. Just as the papers say, I don't really care for her.
You didn't read the answer that Marianne Macaulay gave to her problem. Read it.
Dear sweetness, you seem to be confused. It's plain that the young man does not love you and probably never will. He's just trying to use you to forget the girl he really loves. The older man appears to be madly in love, but the difference in age is too great. The older he gets, the more you will dislike him. You should forget the both of them and find a new love, which should not be too difficult for you. Marianne.
See the stupid answer? You think that girl had any right to send in any problem?
No, sir.
If she should only follow that Marianne Macaulay, both of us will be forgotten men. What a life. I have given so much for this girl.
Sir, is it right if I tell you what to do?
Okay. Let me hear you.
In your position, you could get any girl you want. Just don't bother with she.
That easy for you to say. I actually feel a pain when I don't see this girl. I just like the way she walks, the way she talks, the way she smiles, and her laughter to me is like heavenly music. I can't live without her.
So, you serious?
Yes, Danny. I know that it's sounding ridiculous, but I love her very much. Very, very much. You know something? I think about her all the time. I see her face everywhere. Danny, I need your help.
Anything you say.
Give her up completely. Don't even talk to her.
I tried that, but she just keep coming to my room to call me.
Okay. If she persists, you advise her to make up with me.
I'll try that.
Look, Danny, you tell her that if she is not on good terms with me, you will have nothing to do with her. It seems that I've got to share her with you.
Hey, I finish with her for good.
I am glad to hear that. Get yourself another girl, Danny. What happened? My daughter and you didn't hit it off too good?
Your daughter not interested in me anymore, sir.
Don't tell me you are the kind of man to give up so easily. Remember, you are free to visit the home anytime, although I'm not there anymore.
You think it will be all right with your wife, sir?
Sure. Look them up, Danny.
Yes, sir.
You have been working very well, Danny. And from next week, you can expect a small increase in your salary. For, let's say, efficiency.
Thanks very much, sir.
That's all, Danny. Just remember that this is confidential. Huh? And never say a word to anyone.
You can count on me, sir.
Good night, Danny.
Good night, sir. Ah, Lord.
Come and hear our story of a community. Bushing with life and vitality. It's a story of you and me living in this society with one family, struggling to live in peace and harmony. Calabash Alley, one family, struggling to live in peace and harmony. Calabash Alley, one family, struggling to live in peace and harmony. Calabash Alley, one family, Calabash Alley, one family.